Greetings, brethren and friends, and thank you for tuning in to this 15th episode of On the Level. I wish to provide updates on two important endeavors. First is what I refer to as our Masonic civility effort, and the second is the fundraising we are doing to help keep our local school children safe. Many of you have heard me talk about the need for us, as Masons, to take the lead in restoring civility in our society. I don't think that there is any question that incivility is running rampant in our daily lives. And if left unchecked, our quality of life will most certainly continue to deteriorate, and social chaos may ensue. To address this state of affairs, California Masonry has taken the lead in assembling Masons from across the continent to take the teachings of our craft, along with our language and working tools, to help create a more civil society. This message came through loud and clear on our recent visits to Israel and Canada. In fact, we now have Canadian and Israeli brethren who have joined our team of civility ambassadors to aid our journey. We will lean on these civility ambassadors to take the civility toolkit that we created into their local lodges. We will also share success stories and best practices for achieving our objective of creating a more civil world. Which leads me to share what you can do to advance this effort. First, go to the civilitycenter.org website and explore the toolkit. I hope you will find tools that will help you address and conquer the incivility you may encounter in your daily life, and that you will look for opportunities to share the tools within the kit and put them to use. In addition, I am convinced that as each of us examines our own behavior, we will find frequent opportunities to contemplate and improve our own civility, and that those around us will notice the change in us. When we model such behavior, others are certain to follow suit. I hold a firm belief that the vast majority of folks strive to improve themselves and to treat each other well, but that often we simply lack the tools to do so. We are now making these tools available to you and to our fellow Masons across the globe. We are also establishing plans to convene other civility groups who have frankly met with little success over the years. We hope that again, as Masons, we can serve as a catalyst to help these groups to team with each other to increase their effectiveness. After all, Masonry has long served to bring people of disparate thought and opinion together for the greater good of society. I am convinced that when we band together to achieve a common goal, we can move the needle. And while we don't own the civility effort, I believe we do have a duty as Masons to try to repair our world using the teachings and principles we hold so dear. My second update is on our fundraising effort to bring burn prevention education to each child each year in California schools by supporting the Firefighters in Safety Education, or FICE program. FICE equips kindergartners through 5th grade students with life-saving skills for fire safety and burn prevention. The program is a fun and informative 30-minute presentation taught by active firefighters. They teach skills such as stop, drop, and roll to extinguish a fire on the body, crawl low and go to escape from a fire, and how to dial 911 and stay on the line with the dispatcher. Through our fundraising efforts, our goal is to reach more than 70,000 students every year for 3 years. We are doing this through the Elisa Ann Rush Burn Foundation, which was established in 1971. So who was Elisa Ann Rush? She was an 8-year-old girl in Southern California who was fatally injured in a summer backyard barbecue accident. Bravely using their tragedy as a catalyst for change, Elisa Ann's parents partnered with firefighters to create the foundation, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. They realized that severe, life-altering burns often occur in seconds, especially among young children. The Elisa Ann Rush Burn Foundation works with local hospitals, including our shrine hospitals, fire departments, safety coalitions, and other organizations across California to develop innovative programs and services. Prevention education is key to avoiding agonizing burn injuries, while survivor services prove paramount to improving quality of life for courageous burn survivors. Many of you and your lodges have already made very generous donations to this worthwhile cause, and to you I am very grateful. There is another opportunity to raise funds for FICE and have a good time while we're doing it. On Saturday, August 29th, we will host the Brick and Fire Gala at the Oakland Scottish Rite and donate all of the net proceeds to the Firefighters and Safety Education Program. We will be rocking and dancing to LaVey Smith and her red-hot skillet liquors, and we'll have great hors d'oeuvres and signature cocktails. Please make plans to join us for this fun gala, and go to brickandfiregala.org to buy your tickets. Our 166th annual communication is rapidly approaching. We have important legislation to consider that will determine the future of our fraternity. We will discuss and approve Right Worshipful David Perry's budget and Right Worshipful John Heisner's per capita proposal. We will hear inspirational messages from the leaders of our Masonic youth orders. And while we are doing the business of the craft, Linda will host our guests at the Union City Masonic Home for an epic battle of the Masonic chefs. Then we will all have a good time at the Derby-themed Grand Masters Banquet. Brethren, I remind you that it is you who comprise Grand Lodge, and that this is your opportunity to shape the future of our beloved craft. I urge you to join us this October 9th through the 11th, particularly if you have never attended an annual communication before. I promise it will be well worth your while. Barely a month later, we will have the honor of hosting the 14th World Conference of Regular Masonic Grand Lodges in our San Francisco Grand Lodge building. Brethren, will descend upon Nob Hill from well over 100 countries. Informative papers will be presented, and formal and informal conversations will be shared that will help us to understand and further explore the future of Freemasonry. You may register for this once-in-a-lifetime event at freemason.org. Brethren, I am very proud of all that California Freemasonry is achieving. We are as relevant to society today as ever, perhaps even more so. Young men are seeking the values we practice. Now it is up to each of us to deliver, not only to our brethren, but also to society as a whole. I thank you for taking this journey with me and for allowing me to share this time with you. Please let me know if you have any thoughts or questions at the address below. And remember, we are repairing the world by improving ourselves. I'll see you in Lodge.